Hello, this video is to share my experience on Mount Cameroon. I am a Cameroonian. I grew up in Buea in the southwest region where there is the famous mountain called Mount Cameroon. This is a mountain I've always wanted to visit right when I was a kid. The first time I attempted to climb this mountain was with my older brother, and we wanted to do this with just cold water. After I climbed the mountain in March 2024, I remembered that adventure and it got me laughing. So I actually want to share my experience with you all, and hopefully this can help someone who has been wanting to visit this mountain or someone who wants to take an adventure, on Mount Cameroon is just going to be the place for you. Trust me, this is an experience which if I don't share, then I will not be at peace with myself. So I did this vlog to share my experience and hopefully you learn one or two things. So let's get started. Stay glued, stay tuned. So I got a couple of things ready to help me climb the mountain. I got biscuits, sweets, to give me energy because I was told we need lots of energy to climb the mountain. Trust me, I was also very happy that I'm going to be eating all of this. But most importantly was my clothing and my footwear. So getting thick clothes was very important. Pullovers, pants, so that I'll be warm while I'm on the mountain, because I know it gets very cold on the mountain. I also got something like a lip gloss just to ensure that my lips don't get cracked. And also I got a torch because I was told that we can be climbing and it gets dark. And I don't know the kind of animals I'm going to see up there. But my footwear is always the most important. So I got two sport shoes for myself, just in case one gets bad. This is an advice which you can also adopt. And the sole of the sport shoe is very important. This is my most comfortable sport shoe. I've had it for long and I said, you know what, I'm going to sacrifice it for this. Then we intended to travel at night. We were going with a friend. He has actually gone to the mountain 8+ times and he was coming from Yaoundé. So this friend came in the night, Mark, and he is going to be our guide for this trip. We left Douala at past 11 o'clock driving to Buea. We got to Buea, entered mile 17, and we're driving through Moliko. It was busy, it was active, people were enjoying themselves at night. Well, we were actually heading for the mountain hotel, which is at the foot of the mountain. Actually, our trip to the mountain, we took a mountain guide company called Volcanic Spirit. So in the package, we had to sleep at the mountain hotel, and then it was a 2 days hike because we wanted it to be easy peasy, enjoyable, and because it was the first time, I never wanted it to be more complicated than it should be. We got to the mountain hotel at after midnight, and we had to start hiking in the morning, so we needed to get to rest. We did our check-in procedures and then we had to move to our rooms. This was my first time sleeping in a mountain hotel. Well, the rooms are pretty decent, but we finally got to bed at around 1 a.m. Then it was the day for the hike. Today is a D-Day. We're hiking Mount Cameroon, Mount Fako, and this is actually our lead hiker taking us to Mount Fako, and this is going to be a good time, okay? And this will be the first time for us. So, Mark, we are at your service.
You guys are ready?
Yeah, we are ready. So Mark advised us to get breakfast, and I was like, are we not going to be heavy? But he said we needed the energy. Who am I to question him? He's been on the mountain so many times, so his advice is what we took. After breakfast, we took a taxi and we went to the starting point of our hike. Okay guys, so we're starting this hike today. Today is the 8th of March, and my other friends, colleagues, they are celebrating, but I'm celebrating in my own way because today is actually the day when I said yes to my husband. Yes, like we started dating officially from the 8th of March in 2013. So today is actually 11 years anniversary, a special one for us, and we decided to celebrate it this time on the mountain of Cameroon. So guys, this is about to go down. I have a mixed feeling, excited. I don't know what I'm going to expect. Don't know many things, but I'm really sure it's going to be a nice one. So there you spot my Yori, if you know him. That's my Yori. So we want to do this together, and we're going with a very special friend of ours, Mac. He's gone up this mountain 7 times, and today is going to be his 8th time. So let's do this. My 247 spot body. All right, so I'm going to do test of strength.
Yes.
Test of resistance, resilience, persistence, everything. You ready? Just, if there's any one reason why I'm taking this tool, is to take you guys along. So stay glued till the end. It's just real time as it is. I'll not mix it, I'll not fix it, I'll just give it my experience and every other thing. All right. So as I mentioned earlier, we actually paid a mountain guide company called Volcanic Spirit, and they took care of everything. Booked our, should I say, hotel on the mountain, bought our water, our food, everything that we need for this hike. They were ready to provide. In fact, they were providing. So we had porters that were going to carry all our luggages and the food that we're going to eat, even the snacks. Although I bought some snacks, they bought enough snacks that is going to take us along while on the mountain. Now this is a little chart about Mount Cameroon. Those are the different refuge. One is
This is the park arch. This is the entrance.
Okay.
This hot one.
Yeah.
The hot 2 that I showed you guys when we were at
The white spot there.
Yeah, this hot 2, 850. Hot 3, summit.
Okay.
And the distance which is covered.
So it's just 9.6
It's
kilometers.
just 9.6 kilometers, but
The altitude. Wow.
That's
Now
what
you
makes
see
it
why
hard.
they take it 4 hours, right?
Exactly.
Because they've mastered the steepness and
they are
then
not master anything.
those mountains,
These
yeah.
guys are strong people.
No, they are.
They are devils, as this man said.
Wow.
Got 10 kilometers on straight road is nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing.
10 kilometers of straight road is like living from.
You do 6 kilometers in 30 minutes. Yes.
On flat ground. 10 kilometers is like living from the Douala airport to come to people's house.
So Mark told us to do some stretches before we start the hike. It was about time. This was the time where every instruction, every advice we had to take. I won't lie you people, I was excited but with a lot of mixed feelings. So before taking the hike, we decided to make a word of prayer, because this hike was not just about us celebrating other things. It was also a way for us to get some transformation, because if you are a Christian, Jesus did a lot of prayers on the mountain. Why so? We believe that there's some powers, something happens on the mountain. So we made our prayers, and it was time for us to start taking the first step. Thank you. Okay, guys, we are officially starting the hike at 10:26, 8th of March, 2024. Okay, one step at a time is the goal. Not about speed, but just one step at a time.
With our head guide, God love.
Yep. God love. Thank you. That's our head guide. And then that's our specialist, Marcos, right behind there. All right. And today, day one, we'll end at head 2, which is 2,800. Okay. That's why I'll spend the night.
It's a very nice place.
How to?
It's my favorite one.
Since we're not participating in the mountain race, we were not hurrying, one step at a time. Trust me, we were just at the what they call upper farms, but I was really feeling my breath doing me something. But one step at a time was the motto. Going to the top. The top is behind this top.
Yep.
One step at a time. We are done 1 mile and we're advised to take our first rest. Yep, our first rest. At 1 mile 47. That's 53 minutes. First rest. Not bad. Not bad. So far, so good. Wonderful company, wonderful potters, wonderful everything. My name. Would I give me today? Spending in the midst of all this men. Would I just spoil me? No, I'm not sorry. Send on a back for down. So nice, Mark. Good job.
Move trees, move everything until
This is the part the water takes.
Yeah.
And goes and floats boya.
Yeah, and goes and floats where and kills people.
Oh, God have mercy. Yeah. God, please have mercy. God, please have mercy.
I've been thinking of ways to divert it for years. But
Woo! I didn't even see this. I was focused on my steps, looking down, taking one step at a time, and see what I found in front of me. The entrance to the park. At this level, guys, we are 2,000 plus feet. Ooh, this is great. At this point, there's no turning back. Yep. Oh, great. Lovely. Oh, let's get pure water. Natural.
yes,
from the mountain.
That we used to have down there. Okay.
Wow. Hey, I'm feeling this going down.
Don't drink it, it's very bitter.
We made it to Hut 1. Yep. Republic of Cameroon. Peace walk fatherland. Hut 1. Okay, I'm telling you, that's a nice one. Marcos, yeah. I won't mind. So we made it to Hut 1 in 2 hours 30 minutes. And so far we are at 2,629 feet. So we have 2 more. Hut 2, Hut 3, then summits. Yeah. Let the hiking continue.
Yeah.
Yep. So far so good. So guys, actually, I have a backache, a lower backache, but I have decided not to allow that limitation to disturb my hike. So we are head 1, and I'm just resting on my back on the floor. If I can be here for like 5 minutes, that's going to help me to feel better. But so far, we've been managing it, and so good. So even when you have a limitation, that should not stop you. Start the journey and see how far you can go with that limitation. And then I'll be having my chocolate for more energy. You know, I'm liking this hike. I'm just eating my chocolate. I'm feeling happy. That is because I'm happy. So I'm having a lot of it. But man, the calories burn as well. We burned more than 1,000 calories so far. I love chocolate. Okay. Woo! So far, so good. So the lead guide advised that I should get some massage. Ooh, I love massage. So he was massaging my legs to ensure that I remain fit and able for the hike. I was just loving this, not knowing that it was very, very necessary. Getting to Hut 1 wasn't a problem, but I never knew that the real thing is waiting for me ahead. So I enjoyed this massage and rested my back, and then we continued our hike from Hut 1. Thank you. Wow, good job. We actually met a couple of people going up, some coming down the mountain. That's the interesting thing about hiking in Cameroon. Shortly after the mountain race, because the mountain race is usually around February. So between February and March, many people go up and down Mount Cameroon.
Actually live in the rainforest.
Okay.
Enter the savannah.
All right.
After that, after Hut 2, there'll be a certain point where we'll enter now another completely different region.
Different kind of vegetation.
Completely different vegetation.
Wow. We are at the savannah.
Yep.
Oh, inside the clouds. How many feet? Oh, 3,280 feet. Ah, it's threatening to rain. We really pray it doesn't rain. Still going up.
Hotel.
Hotel. Yeah, I can see all the white patches.
Yeah, this is the place we're seeing.
Wow.
Welcome, guys. Good job.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
3,923. So we got to the middle hut and I saw this Muslim spring and I was very, very impressed. Very impressed. Middle hut. That's the middle from between hut 1 and hut 2. Ooh. And it was time to eat. So as I mentioned earlier, the mountain guide company we took, Volcanic Spirit, they got everything ready for us. The kwakoko, the chicken, they got everything ready for us. Now I was singing my song and just enjoying this middle hut. It was really necessary because what awaits in front, guys, I really wish you guys could hear what I was saying in this video, but I've muted this part because I'm afraid YouTube might put my video out because I actually have a song playing. So this between hut 1 to hut 2 is what we call the middle hut, and trust me, this was my most difficult part of the mountain, or it was my most difficult part. The wall, it was standing like a wall straight up. At first I would do 20 steps before I rest, but at this point I could barely make a step. I could just do 2, 3, 4. If I did 5, then it was just enough. Oh, this is the most challenging part of the mountain based on my experience, and it's just one step at a time. That was the goal. Hi.
30 minutes.
So this is a place they call Magic Tree.
Yeah.
Why magic?
Well, we used to have only lonely tree here, but one year somebody came and fed it. I don't know if the man wanted to collect the magic guys on the tree.
Unknown person, and they don't know the person.
Wow.
Yeah, that tree was around here. I don't know. They should say fire don't consume it.
And rain has caught us. Almost approaching hot 2. Woo! But you know what? The struggle, I'm never feeling this rain. I'm just focused on getting to the top. Woo! Oh guys, that's hot too. But for me to reach there. Ooh! Ooh! Hi, Esther Cansada. I am tired. I'm sure I'm just like 5 minutes to hot too, but it's like I want to be carried. Woo! This is something. Wow. But you know what? Let's focus on the target. one step at a time. Guys, so I finally made it to Hut 2, as you can see. And I was thinking Hut 2 was another building over there. They said, yeah, it's still Hut 2, but that building is for the guards, the forest guards. And just before getting there, when I was about to take the last, step, one transformation just came to me, one lesson, and the lesson is every step counts. I don't mean a long step, I mean even the shortest step, even the shortest, smallest inch. So guys, let me show you people. This is where we're going to be sleeping for the night, and I so need it. I was asked what I want to eat. I'm sure I want to bathe and sleep first. Papa God. So this is where we're gonna eat.
They are much, so I don't know. Yeah, it just depends. They are much. Because people will have their breakfast again there.
So we are at 2, and there's a little restaurant there. Our package included our night, our food, just everything. Mark actually got there before us because my husband stayed behind to help me since I was slower. We had a dinner, and Mark actually told us to eat because we needed the energy for the next day, which is to go to the summit. Good morning, good morning. So we're just waking up from bed. It's 6:15. That's our little cabin where we spent the night. It was extremely cold, like very cold. Slept with socks, doubled pullovers, slept with gloves, all of that. Just to keep warm, doubled blankets. But good. And that's how we wake up in the morning on the mountain. What a beautiful sight to behold. Closer to the clouds, you can see all the cabins right there. So nice. So we pray for a successful day 2 hike, for strength mentally, physically, to get to the top, to get to the summits. That's not been an easy one, but so far, worth it. It's one step at a time, and every step counts. So here are the toilets. The cabins, you don't have internal toilets, so all the toilets are here. So we have 2 bathrooms and 2 toilets. The same place to relieve yourself. It's just a cool. So I think there are about 6 cabins. Yep. We are lodged up there on the 6th cabin. Man, even to get to the cabin, that's a hike. I'm telling you. Woo. Getting ready for day 2 hike. Oh God. My God. Let's get set. This breathing is just from the toilet to my cabin. Oh, God, it was extremely great. I don't want to ask the question who sent me, but by the grace of God, I want to make it to the top. One step at a time. One step at a time. And in everything in life, one step at a time. I just feel that if I rub myself with a thick layer of Vaseline, it's going to keep me warm. Like the direct contact with my skin is going to be warm, while putting other aspects like pullovers on. So first layer, I just want the entire body to be so warm. I hope this technique is going to help. Very thick layer, very thick layer of Vaseline. Again, we never wanted to eat, but Mark told us we needed the energy. As usual, before hiking, we made a little prayer, and at this point, I just needed grace, mental strength. I needed transformation while climbing the hike, so it should not be wasted. And it was time for us to go. my hike. Hey, where are you? Hey, okay. All right, let's go. So it was the second day of our hike. This was a Saturday, and we started our hike at 8 o'clock in the morning. The aim was to go right up to the summit and to come back down before it gets dark. So from where I'm standing, I can actually see the town. Is that at a certain point, we could see the town of Boya. But I don't.
Yeah, I'm seeing the best.
Seem to see a certain part of Limbe and even Douala. I can't see clearly my camera. Well, our technique was to make like 10 or 20 steps and then we have a rest. I started feeling some pains along my leg, and the tour guide helped give me a good massage. I cannot overemphasize the benefits we enjoyed while using volcanic spirit for this hike. We met some people who had reached the summit already and they were coming down while we were climbing. They actually got us laughing.
Only the prison them up there. Boy, you come for there play now. How fat? From what you know, the summit. Mommy, please no they were here. Please no they were here. See, I sit there, no. That will be you put up your nose. No. Yeah, the walker, he goes so. Please come on. First man from my pocket. I see I haven't not on the flight. You stand. I say what? First man from my pocket. I don't know how this moment. I don't go now. Yes, no why that. See, na road is you stand on that side because you know that wing will do. Yes. As father was saying, you go now win the carry me to go to different side. You know as you as body.
So there's this little cave where you can hide in case you're hiking and it becomes rainy. You can actually hide in here and wow. It's a small cave. It's to keep you warm. So as you can see, wow. I'm careful. Lovely. Remember, I said your footwear is very important. If you can take a spare, that would be good. Guys, some people's sport shoes got bad on the mountain, and this guy had to actually tie his own with a wrap-on. And hut 3, there you are.
3,900 meters.
3,900 meters above sea level. One step at a time. I'll get there. Wow. Okay. Wow. Woo! God. Don't mind as you see this smile as I'm approaching hut 3. I've been dizzy twice and I had to rest for 5 minutes. But one step at a time. And we finally made it to hut 3, where we saw some people were still climbing and other people who were coming down. Don't mind as you see this smile. Just 1 second from this smile is tears. I just feel like crying. Right, so I made it to hut 3. Ooh.
There's a small road on this mountain. Once you make it to a tree, you must reach the summit.
Yes. Summit team.
It's a small road. You must make it to the summit.
Summit team. Summit team. Yeah. She has been of tremendous help. Had to hold my hand at a certain point. Whew. Taking steps of 20s, 40s, and resting. Thank God. One step at a time. And we were finally making it to our destination, which is the summit. Guys, it is windy, it is cold, it is steep, but because we can see the summit over there, it's a different level of motivation. I couldn't even feel my legs at this time, so my husband was holding my hands because since it was a special trip, we needed to make it to the top at the same time. Yes, we made it. Hooray! Bucket list checked. And it was time for us to go down. All the excitement, I made it to the top. We made it to the top, and it was just going down, down, down with all the joy. At this point, I had forgotten all of my pain, all of my challenges, and it was just going down from the summit to the foot of the mountain. We were hurrying so that nightfall doesn't catch us. Guys, some people came back at night and they were using torches, but at this time we were already at hut 2 and ready to take our dinner. This was Saturday and the hut was pretty full. Many people hiked on Saturday as opposed to Friday, and we had our dinner and it was just so nice. All I wanted was to go down and meet my family again. So today's day 3 and it's our day to go back. It's Sunday and we're going back to Douala, and we are in hut 2. So we have hut 1 and then the deep forest, and then we'll make it to town. So the plan is for us to leave at 7 o'clock so that we can be in Boya town by 12 o'clock, latest 1. So we head to our final destination. So far so good. We'll have breakfast because we need to eat, fill our stomach, have energy for us to descend. Hopefully the descent is going to be faster than the ascent, because while we're coming down from the summit yesterday, the descent was pretty faster. We actually took less than half the time we took to climb up. So we are counting on that same speed and that same energy to be able to descend. We had our breakfast. As usual, Mark advised us to eat because my husband in particular never wanted to eat, but Mark said we needed the energy for our descent. So we had a good breakfast and it was. So guys, we are officially leaving hut 2 today and we are going down. Ooh, we're going to this part that made me to cry. Okay, so let the descent begin. One step at In all honesty, I was very positive that the descent was going to be easier, but along the way, something happened. It's like my legs, or is it my knee, or my ankle? Oh my God. I was finding difficulties removing my steps. But the tour guide actually held my hands almost throughout my descent. That's one of the reasons why I feel the money we paid for this hike was worth every franc, because the assistance and the help we got from the tour guides of the volcanic spirit out of this world. As you can see, I had just a stick in hand and a bottle of water. All the luggages, all our bags, everything we had, these guards, they carried everything for us. For the best guide to hike the mountain, God love is your man. This is the real man, the best ever. So contact Volcanic Spirit for your hike to the mountain. And always ensure there's God love. Always. And we finally made it to the foot of the mountain, which was our starting point. We started with prayers and we are ending with prayers because we are all back safe and sound. So guys, I hope you learned something from this video. I hope this video has gingered you to want to hike Mount Cameroon. And if you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you've hiked the mountain before, you have your own experiences, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you for watching and ciao ciao.